Ahoy there, I'm Nichole, founder of Success on the Spectrum, and welcome to beautiful CastleRock, Colorado. Our play-based ABA center is a treasure trove filled with activities for your child with autism. So come inside, have a look around, and learn with us.
My name is Cindy Ritter, and I am the CEO of Success on the Spectrum, CastleRock. The way that I describe SOS CastleRock is that we are large enough to give you excellent service and small enough to know you. That every single family that comes through here, I am going to know who they are. We are going to be investing in not only that child, but also their family.
My name is Abigail Colander. I am a BCBA with Success on the Spectrum, CastleRock. One thing that I love about Success on the Spectrum is obviously our goal in ABA is to always celebrate all the children for their unique differences and just create a place where they feel welcomed and loved and safe. And one thing I loved about SOS also, they don't only put the emphasis on clients, but they also put it on families. We want to create an environment where families feel seen and heard within the autism community, and they feel like they have support and they feel like they have room to grow and learn about their children's different needs and feel supported.
I am the mom of 7 children, and our 6th child is a special needs kiddo. And as mom, I have walked a really hard, long road with her. And being a teacher for about 30 years, working with children who are neurotypical, who face challenges, I know that kids that have challenges have a harder road. And so when Success on the Spectrum came across my path, I felt like it was an arena that I could make a difference in because of my own personal experience.
I first started working with individuals with disabilities in high school, and I just fell in love with the uniqueness of every child.
I would hope that as people get to know us, they would want to be a part of this team, and that's both my staff and the families that come to our clinic. So I have 2 sides to my Discovery Zone. The side that you see me on right now, we call that Around the Town. And it is play-based opportunities for these kiddos to practice things that they would see and experience around the town, things that we often take for granted, like going to the market or putting mail in the mailbox. And then on the other side, the blue side, we call that Under the Sea. You know, when you're swimming, you're really working hard. When you're bouncing, you're bouncing hard. I think especially with little boys, they need to just bounce it out. That's what my Discovery Zone is. It's a little bit of everything, and every kid gets to enjoy this every time they come to my center.
Play-based therapy is a huge part of who CastleRock SOS is. We want the kids to be able to engage with the things they love and be reinforced and find reinforcement within that naturalistic setting. Whenever they're excited to use the toys in front of them and play, then we feel like that's where the best learning takes place because they're excited to be there. I don't want them to feel like this is a place of just rigid learning. I want them to just feel like they're playing and they're with their best friends and their therapists are on their team and love them and feel safe with them. Whenever we build that baseline of play, therapy, and rapport, then we have the stance to be able to teach and grow those skills. We are currently in our art room. This is going to be the space where kids come throughout the day just to express who they are. We feel like creativity is a huge outlet for kids on the spectrum. I love this room because it's happy and there's colors everywhere and it just makes kids feel warm and inviting. There is a learning component to art. We're working on fine motor skills. We're working on following directions. We're working on manipulating different objects and mediums. And I also just love art because it's something tangible that they get to create that expresses themselves. Field trips are so important, and another thing that makes Success on the Spectrum so unique. Again, it's important for us to teach these skills within a contrived and very controlled setting. But we want those skills to generalize to the outside setting. So if we're working on following safety commands and staying with our teachers and keeping our hands to ourselves, I want to be able to go to the aquarium and practice walking with our teachers and practice all of those skills, but while having so much fun and exposing them to things that maybe they haven't gotten to see before. And another cool part is that parents get to come with. And I just think that's so important. They might not have the confidence to take their kids into the community by themselves. But with our support, they get to have these memories and make these memories with their kids that otherwise might be really challenging or scary.
We get to do 4 community events each year. And so we divide those up. We're already planning for our fall festival, but on a weekly basis, we already have a community event that families who have children ages 3 to 5 with developmental delays get to come to SOS free of charge. We're going to do a story time for them, and they get to hang out in our Discovery Zone for about an hour. If we can begin to build relationships with those children at a younger age, we can hopefully give them services to help them as they start school and things like that. Oftentimes, the parents are as lonely as the child is, because as mamas, we sit at the playground and we observe that our child is the one child that doesn't have anyone to play with. And sometimes then that correlates to us not having anyone to talk to. So SOS CastleRock is going to be a place for women and men in the community who are parents to come and build friendship every Wednesday.
Yes, so we do have parent trainings every week. And those are just a wonderful time. As much as we want to teach kids skills that are functional and get them working through a routine here at the center, we want them to be able to take those skills home and apply them to the community setting, whether that's walking to the grocery store or going to the park or going to a museum or going back to school. So those parent trainings are really, really important because parents come in and if they have questions, they can talk with me about those. Or I work through a curriculum with them about just teaching them about ABA. And then I can give them tools in their toolkit to take home and kind of apply some of those things in different settings.
Parents are a critical piece to therapy that happens here at SOS CastleRock. I know as a parent, there were oftentimes places that I came to that I said, I don't know. And I relied on other people who did know. And they taught me, and we worked together, we partnered together. That is critical.
Success on the spectrum, I feel like, is super unique. One, because of the viewing room. That parents can watch therapy. I've never seen that at other ABA centers, so that definitely makes us special, and just the level of transparency between what we're doing in therapy in the home setting and as well as the parent trainings. Here at SOS, we have cameras in every single room, and then we have a parent viewing center, which is in our lobby. So parents can come in, sit at our table, drink a cup of coffee, and watch therapy.
And just set up shop, bring their laptop and sit and watch on the screen and maybe work. And if they want a cup of coffee, and I know they're out there, I will come and have a cup of coffee with you. It's also accountability. I want my parents to know that we are working hard to give the very best and most excellent therapy that we can for their children.
It really helps parents to kind of get a bird's eye view into what our day looks like. And the kids not know they're there, so it doesn't cause any of that behavioral contrast.
They can watch how therapy is done, hopefully giving them some good tools for their toolbox as mom and dad.
In ABA therapy, everybody is in a one-to-one therapy setting at all times. And that's so important because every child is on an individualized treatment plan. No two treatment plans are the same, no two children are the same.
And every child is different, every child is unique, and what goes on with their brain and building those neural pathways is dependent upon how their brain develops and grows.
So I want to make sure that every treatment plan is exactly what every child needs, which can be really hard because every child with autism is unique and different. I love the quote, once you've met one child with autism, you've met one child with autism. We want to give them the skill sets they need to go back into the world outside of just the center and go into a school setting and have those typical learning opportunities and developmental opportunities within their environment. We don't need to change who they are, we just want to help them engage with who they are better.
Some of our parents come thinking that therapy, like possibly physical therapy because you broke your leg, is going to fix something or make it better in 6 weeks.
ABA isn't an overnight fix. It takes time and it takes energy. And sometimes we have to start small, move slow, but I want to get there with parents. I want to get there with kids. I want to help them meet those milestones that they desire to see. Even the tiniest of breakthroughs, I want to celebrate those things, even if it's just writing a letter for the first time, or if it's sitting at a table for the first time, or playing with the same toy with a peer for the first time, or giving eye contact. All those little milestones that can seem small, those are huge things that turn into great growth. So I just want every kid to make those milestones and be able to communicate in a way where they can access the things that they want and need without feeling frustrated and small.
Thank you for watching, and we would love to show you around in person. So call our center and schedule an in-person tour today. We can't wait to meet you and show you what we can do for your child.